Imagine a city in Brazil with a skyline that looks like Dubai, where apartments cost millions of dollars and the number of people explodes by 600% every summer. Welcome to Balneário Camboriú, the Brazilian Dubai. But underneath the shiny towers and fancy living, there's a side that most people don't see. Today we're going to show you the hidden problems of this paradise, dangers to the environment, big differences between rich and poor, and a city on the edge. This is a playground for the super rich, where South America's tallest buildings cast long shadows over beautiful sandy beaches. But is all this fancy stuff going to last, or is it a problem waiting to happen? Let's find out the truth behind all the glitter. This is the story of a city with two sides. One that looks incredibly successful, and another with some shocking problems. Our journey begins on Brazil's southern coast, in Santa Catarina, where Balneário Camboriú is located, a small strip of land between the Atlantic Ocean and Green Mountains. Its perfect spot right next to the BR-101 highway changed it from a quiet town into a famous place around the world. The city's natural beauty, rolling hills meeting blue-green waters, is what first brought people here. But now, a forest of concrete and glass buildings rises from the shoreline, completely changing the way the landscape looks. This is how a small dot on the map became a giant. Balneário Camboriú is a strange place. It's only 45 square kilometers, which is smaller than Manhattan, but it's packed with endless energy. With the ocean on one side and mountains on the other, the only way for it to grow is up. Builders are racing to construct taller and taller towers, creating a dense, dramatic skyline. The city's small size makes it lively, but also puts a lot of stress on its roads and services, especially during busy times. Life here is fast, fancy, and crowded. But this crowdedness is both what makes the city special and its biggest weakness. Balneário Camboriú usually has about 150,000 people living there, but in the summer that number grows to over 1 million. The beaches become a sea of umbrellas, and the city's systems are pushed to their breaking point. Water, sewage, and power systems struggle to keep up with the demand. Traffic comes to a complete stop. For visitors, it's a never-ending party. For the people who live there, it's both a chance to make money and total chaos. The city's rhythm changes overnight, showing the weaknesses hidden beneath the fancy surface. This yearly invasion helps the economy but brings up serious questions about whether it can last. Can a city survive when its population grows by 7 times every year? The skyline is why Balneário Camboriú is called the Brazilian Dubai. A wall of fancy skyscrapers lines the main beach, making it look more like a big-money city than a beach town. These aren't just apartments, they're amazing buildings, each one more over-the-top than the last. The city's big dreams are clear in every new tower, each one a sign of wealth and importance. This skyline is what the city is known for, its most prized possession, and its biggest secret. But behind all the show, problems are starting to brew. The story of these towers is the story of Balneário Camboriú itself. Want to live here? Be ready to pay. Balneário Camboriú has some of the highest real estate prices in Brazil. Apartments right on the beach can cost over $1 million, with the top-floor penthouses costing much more. Many of these fancy units are empty most of the year, used as investments or vacation homes for rich people. The result, a city that feels like a ghost town when it's not tourist season. Real estate here isn't just about having a place to live, it's about status and guessing what prices will do. The market is driven by money, not by building a community. Why did the city grow up, not out? Geography, being squeezed between the ocean and mountains, meant there was no room to spread out. Demand from tourists and interest from investors led to a crazy rush to build upwards. Rich families and international buyers wanted a piece of paradise. So, builders went higher and higher. Most apartments are investments, not homes, which leaves buildings empty for much of the year. This cycle of limited land, high demand, and guessing about prices created the upward boom. The city is constantly racing to the sky with no signs of slowing down. But can this kind of growth really last? Balneário Camboriú has the tallest residential buildings in South America, like the Yacht House Towers, almost 300 meters tall. These skyscrapers offer amazing views and luxury beyond what you can imagine, including private elevators for cars. The skyline is a competition for who can build the most impressive buildings, with new projects always being announced. Big plans, like the proposed Triumph Tower, aim to break even more records. For this city, the sky isn't the limit. It's just the next step. But this endless chase for height comes with problems. The race to the sky is changing the city in ways no one expected. What do rich people do here? The city offers attractions like the Uniprius cable car and the FG Big Wheel, both made to impress. Nightlife is famous, with world-renowned clubs and fancy beach resorts. The city mixes lots of tourists with extreme luxury, creating a lively, sometimes confusing atmosphere. Picture-perfect moments are everywhere, making its global image even stronger. It's a playground where the party never stops, if you have enough money. But underneath the fun, deeper problems are hiding. On paper, Balneário Camboriú seems perfect, clean, safe, and rich. Many years of investment have created modern roads and services and a high quality of life, especially for the wealthy. The city's Human Development Index, which measures how well people are doing, is among Brazil's highest. Safety is a big draw, with lots of police and advanced cameras watching everything. For many, it's a dream city come true, but this perfection is only part of the story. The problems are starting to show. The city's success comes with a price, super high living costs and a growing gap between rich and poor. People who do important jobs can't afford to live here, so they have to travel long distances from cheaper towns. Traffic gets totally stuck during busy season, and services break down under the pressure. The city mostly serves the rich, pushing out the very people who keep it running. The fancy image hides daily struggles and unfairness. The cost of paradise is paid by those who can least afford it. Balneário Camboriú is becoming a city for a few, not for everyone. The cracks in the shiny surface are getting bigger. The city's fast growth is a threat to its environment. Skyscrapers cast long shadows over the beach, making big projects like widening the beach necessary. Too many buildings close together mess up wind patterns and strain the sewer system, leading to pollution. The services can't handle the summer rush, risking contamination of the very waters that bring tourists. Experts warn that the current way of doing things can't last. Without a change in how it's planned, the city could face serious environmental disasters. The balance between paradise and disaster is very delicate. Just 100 years ago, Balneário Camboriú was a quiet fishing village. Tourism started its change, and by the 1970s, tall buildings replaced small summer houses. The city changed from small-scale tourism to big-time real estate, attracting fancy brands and international investors. The fishing village disappeared, replaced by a concrete jungle. This change brought money and success, but at the cost of a simpler way of life and losing its connection to nature. The city's past is now just a memory. Walk through the city when it's not tourist season, and you'll see dark windows in the fancy towers. A ghost city effect. Most apartments are empty, used only for a few weeks each year. The city feels deserted, without a real sense of community or liveliness. Businesses struggle outside the busy months, and the economy depends too much on the seasons. These buildings are investments, not homes. They add to the skyline, but not to the city's heart. The city of dark windows is a clear reminder of what's missing. Balneário Camboriú is like two cities in one. In summer, it's a lively, crowded party for 1 million people. In the off-season, it's calm and almost quiet. This double nature defines life here, between being a global hotspot and a quiet coastal town. Locals get their space back when the crowds leave, showing a more real side of the city. The city constantly swings between these two extremes. Understanding this split is key to understanding its true nature. It's a city of opposites, glamour and emptiness, chaos and calm. For all its wealth, Balneário Camboriú is deeply divided. The rich live in beachfront towers, workers are pushed to distant towns, traveling daily. The economy focuses on luxury and making money from investments, not on including everyone. Small businesses struggle, and the city's social connections are weak. The way it's set up puts profit before people, creating an empty core. The Brazilian Dubai is a warning story about inequality. Is Balneário Camboriú a dream or a nightmare? It's both. The city shines with big dreams and luxury, but the cost is huge. Dangers to the environment, leaving out many people, and a community that feels empty. The cracks in the shiny surface are growing. Balneário Camboriú makes us ask, what kind of cities do we want to build? Who gets left behind? As the city keeps building higher, its future is uncertain. The Brazilian Dubai stands as a powerful warning, and a challenge for what comes next.